Hello, I'm Robert, and you're always welcome here in my busy little shop. On today's episode of What's on My Workbench, I have a short topic video today. I was working on a project, and a lot of times I will do a rolled top on a bag. And I think it's a cleaner look than just say a cut edge, especially on an oil tan. On veg tan, you could burnish that. But it really got me thinking about the visual difference. Also, maybe if you have a low temper leather, maybe add some rigidity to the top of that bag. So we'll get over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think it's maybe a fun way to take your bag making or even a turn back edge on other items up another level. I appreciate you spending time with me in the shop. We'll get over here and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. Let's take a quick look here. This leather here is the Java, and it's the Cheyenne leather from Montana Leather. And you could do just a cut edge like this on a bag. But I don't think it's as dressy looking as a folded or rolled edge is at the top. Now, with that said, it's not unusual. Let me just grab some double-sided tape here and run it across here. Like this. So you end up with an edge. It looks like this. That is a lot better, in my opinion, than just a cut edge is. More a finished look on a bag. And I think it wears nicer as well. Just don't get your skive too thin. And I did split that on my NP4 skiver. You can hand split it as well. I know you can. It just isn't as much fun. But it really got me thinking about maybe a way to take even that and make it look a little bit better. And then beyond that, what else we can accomplish is this is some very low temper leather. And if it's, say, 12 inches across the top of the bag, or maybe even 20 inches across the top of the bag, this helps give it some rigidity and help the bag hold its form. But if we were to take here, come off of there. And put some foam cord in here. This is 3/32 foam cord from Great Lakes Cordage. Bone folder here to find this edge. I think it's even nicer yet, and it gives more rigidity to the top of the bag. We'll take it over on the sewing machine. I'll sew both of these, and we'll take one more look at that. But I think it's a way of making it look better. And someone's going to say, well, I don't have a sewing machine. It's not an issue. You could take your stitching chisel. You could do it with an awl. Take your stitching chisel and push it right up against where that foam cord is and create your holes here and stitch that. But let's go over here on the sewing machine and we'll sew these two samples and take a look at it. Now this piece here, this is the one without the cording in it. I've got the welting foot in the Cobra 26 sewing machine, so I'm going to install this stitching first and then I'll switch to a regular foot. And I've been told that you could, with a regular foot, just run that stitch down through that spot there. Probably a little bit more of a challenge to do. If it's a short run, I wouldn't spend the money to buy the welting foot. I think it was like $50 for the welting foot. Well, both feet have to be installed with that welting foot. So we'll sew this one, and then I'll switch it out and we'll sew the other one. The difference is there's a groove down through there that helps keep the needle right alongside of the foam cord. So the other one here, and we'll go take a look at it. I need to change feet on here, and I thought maybe you'd enjoy following along here. I find it's easier with the needle up. Take off this, we're taking off the welting foot here. And it's a 2-piece foot system here. Make sure you get your walking foot all the way up and rotated to where it's not pushing on the edge of that needle. And the presser foot here. Sew across here. Hold it for like the first 3 stitches. Okay, let's go here and we'll take a look at these. So here they are visually, and I could have been maybe a little bit further in. There's our rolled edge. I do think just a rolled edge is nice. There's no doubt about it. A lot better than a cut edge for a finish on, say, a top of a bag. Here it is with the piping installed. And I think it really is a nice defined rolled edge there. And we'll see, but I think it has, there's no doubt it has more structure rigidity to it with that foam in there. We'll turn the camera on. It's just kind of an idea of maybe how to dress that edge up even further. Probably one of the more challenging things as you progress this journey of Leathercraft is how to then further elevate the look of what you're creating. And I thought when I first did a rolled edge, I'm like, that is so much nicer than a cut edge on a project. But now I've got a welted edge or a foam core edge or piping edge, whatever you want to call it there. And I really like that look. It really, to me, well, one, it makes the leather look more sound or thicker because it's got that piping in there. What I'll do is I'll throw in some footage here on the side and let you see that. But let me know what you think. I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of that, but I do think it really gives a nice edge there. And you can see in this bag footage here the difference in that look as well. I think I'll try to implement this on some future projects and just see if my clients see the difference. I won't tell them, I'll just see if they see the difference in that. And I don't know if I tended to stretch this more, or maybe the walking foot stretched this more. It's this seems more straight, not as wavy. Well, I appreciate you spending time with me in the shop today. I hope you like this little bitty tip here, short video. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think of this type of a edge treatment. Thanks for spending time with me in the shop today. Please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, I hope hope you have a great day.